Hi, lovelies. Hello, guys. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas, guys. Hello, lovelies. How are you guys doing? Welcome to my LS, guys. Guys, come in. Let's deliberate on this discussion. As you can see, life in boarding school. Life in boarding school as a student. Is it the same at home? The character your child portray when he or she goes back to school as a boarder, is it the same with what you see at home? And are children these days parenting parents? My people, children these days, are they parenting parents? So guys, sorry guys. So as I was asking, I'm asking, are children these days? Hello, Edward Smart. You're welcome to the LS Edward Smart. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the thumbs up as well. So we are discussing about parenting, children and parenting. Children these days, are they playing the role as parents? Because children these days, I will say, if I will analyze this, is different from the olden days children we have. Children these days are controlling in as much as it depends on the family upbringing on that child, but children of these days are controlling. Children of these days talk back to their parents as well. Children of these days want to play the role as a parent, even though sometimes the parents are at fault, because most at times they will leave a child that is not even up to an adult age, not even up to late teen, all right, let me just say early teenager. They will give the child instructions on what to do. If you return from school, make sure you make garri for your brothers and sisters to eat. After that, go and fetch firewood or go and fetch water from the stream. Before I return from market or wherever they are going to their business places, they will tell the child, make sure you prepare dinner. So you can see that that child now or children, they are equally playing the role of the parents. And that same child, as far that child is the firstborn, you will still hear the parents ask that particular child, have you checked out the homework of your younger siblings? Automatically, you can see that Parents these days don't have time, most of them, because of their tight schedule, because of their nature of job and work. They leave vividly everything for the child or the little housemaid to take care of. That is why I ask this question. Are children now playing the role of parents? Children of these days, are they now parenting parents? Is a big question. Fine and good. As an African, we we are in the era of bringing up our children to work hard so that tomorrow when they are on their own, they will not be lazy to do chores, or peradventure they go visiting somebody or relative or friends, they will know what to do without the person reminding them. But what I am saying here now is you will see children these days, some of them don't even go to school, even though the means is there to go to school. Most parents don't have the time because them themselves don't even have formal education. So they will even say, it is even an opportunity. Oh yeah, come and carry pure water on your head. Go and start selling as early as. Thank you, Edward. Thank you. All right. Go and carry granite and start selling because this is where we make ends meet. They will not even encourage that boy child, that girl child to even go to school. They are equally forcing that child as at that early age to be a parent. Yes, it's not about having babies now that makes you parents. All right. When you are doing things as a parent, things your parents supposed to do, equally, you are a child parent. A parent, but in a baby form. Some children go as far as even using their bodies to make money. They will bring this money, they will give it to their mothers, give it to their fathers, use it to pay bills. Are they not parenting their parents? Not that the parents are disabled, not that the parents are sick. They are okay. Sometimes some of them don't even want to do something, especially the mothers. They just sit at home, depend on the girl child to go and prostitute, bring in money for them, and that is it. Parenting. Depend on the boy child to go do pocket pick, bring in whatever he comes with. That is it. So that is why I ask this question, that children these days, are they parenting parents? I will say some children are parenting parents with these few illustrations I just made now. You know very well that your girl child is not working any legitimate job, but she lavishes you with gifts and money. And you, as a parent, you don't even sit the girl child down and ask her, question her how she gets her money, even though she is not depending on you or probably not living with you under the same roof. Your own now, you are scared to talk to that child because you will feel that if you talk to that child, I'm not even talking about bully right now because there's a difference between bully and talk. You'll feel that if you approach that your child and you question your daughter how she's making her money or how your son is making his money, you will feel that the financial gains and your financial need that comes from those your children that are now parenting you as a parent will stop. Yes, definitely sometimes it will stop because most of these children don't want to take to advice. They know that what they are doing is wrong, but they will tell you that because of the situation they find themselves, they don't have any choice. That is why they decided to go into such. But as a good parent, what are you supposed to do? Talk. They say pride goes before it fall. As a good parent that have integrity, there are some parents, even though they don't have to eat, they know very well that this is what their children does for a living, and you bring in all the millions to remove that your parents from that wretched poverty place, all right, they will not want to accept it. So those are parents that children are not parenting. But if we want to take statistics today, most parents, their children are the ones parenting them because they are scared to talk to their children, because they know what they get from their children. They know that if they tell their children the truth, their children will deny them of what they feel that they are getting from their child or from those children. All right. So another question in this topic I ask as well. As you all know about this late Sylvester Oromuni that was bullied, intimidated, beaten, and at the end of the day, he was killed through that torture, okay, in Dowen College, Lekki, Lagos State, Nigeria. And it was said allegedly, they alleged some 5 senior boys that they were the one behind the death of Sylvester. This Sylvester case is not news story. It's everywhere, guys. It's everywhere. So now, are we saying that taking your child to boarding school toughens that child? As a parent, you have decided that you want your children to go to boarding school. What are the reasons that you have decided you want your children to go to boarding school? Is it not for them to get educated, for them to improve in their character as well, for them to be hardworking? Yes, because some children are so lazy that they don't want to do anything at home. And when their parents are tired of talking, every now and then quarrel, 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 especially when that child is a teenager. You know, teenage children, among all stages of life, they are very, very difficult to bring up. Except it takes the grace of God for you to have a teenage child that is obedient, respectful, and his or her head are on the ground to read their books. Okay. But because of peer pressure and how the society we are have embraced situation of things, these teenage children, most of them have gone haywire. So if you ask most parents, what are your reasons you want your children to go to the boarding school? There are different reasons. And don't forget that this boarding school we are talking about, we have the religious boarding school, then we have the ordinary boarding school. The religious boarding school is that school that they imbibe moral lessons on your child, and they back it up practically with Bible, prayers, fasting. Then the education aspect also comes in. But the other ordinary boarding school, all right, is not like the religious boarding school, whereby I mention these things. You have to abide to their rules and regulations as far you are under them. And I will say one of the main things parents, or one of the main reasons parents want their children to board sometimes is because they don't have time. Most parents are up and running looking for money helter skelter. So they don't have time to checkmate the children. The wives don't have time. The husband too don't have time. The husband is a pilot. The wife is a banker. So when will they have the time to be running around for school runs. And probably they don't have grown-up person living with them that they will say, okay, please take these children to school and bring them back at noon. That is why some parents have decided the dialogue as I think boarding school, especially those rooted in religion, are better for children, but they are expensive. Yeah, Edward Smart, I don't know whether you are a Nigerian. Please type if you are a Nigerian here. Let me explain something to you. Yeah, they have lots of religious schools in Nigeria, but sometime this year, yes, one popular lady now that is everywhere, Don Davis' mother, which I don't know that you heard about the story, Don Davis' mother, how she cried out that her son, 11 years, was molested in a particular high school. Okay, you are from okay, Hawaii. Okay, all right. But I believe you must have heard about if you are following Nigerians bloggers on YouTube, Facebook, and other social media handles. You must have heard about one Don Davis that the mother cried out that her 11 years old son was molested in school. Okay, was molested when this boy went to school. He was hale and hearty. He's on the plumpy side. But by the time a religious school in Nigeria, a very expensive, big time religious school owned by a big time Nigerian pastor. All right. So when the mother went to see the child, she could not believe her eyes that that was her child. Before the child had to open up and told the mother all what they've been doing to him. They took him to hospital. They checked. According to the mother, his anus has been, that is gone. 11 years old boy. Okay, you do. All right. 11 years old boy. They molested him through his anus. And the mother cried out. Okay, what about this one I am talking about? Now, this is Sylvester Oromini. The same boarding school, but different school, that they are paying millions of naira. He was beaten by 5 seniors in that boarding school, 5 seniors. And they gave him substance to drink. Along the line, the boy could not make it. He died 2 days to his birthday party. 12 years. It's supposed to be 12 years. He died 27th November 2021. The news is everywhere. As I'm speaking with you right now, the Lagos State government in Nigeria have sealed the school. They have closed down the school indefinitely. These are people's children. You send your children to boarding school for different reasons. Your reasons for sending your child to boarding school might be different from my own. All right? As I said earlier on, that some children are so stubborn that at home they have gotten out of hand. So their parents now are too small to talk to them. Some children talk back at their parents at early age. They said teenage is very difficult age to take care of your children. Immediately your child clocks teen age, you just prayers, it takes the grace of God. Because so that is where some of them, I'm talking of your teen children right now, our teen children, some of them, because of the kind of friends they meet in school, you are not there, even though you are there as a parent, because we still have some parents who are teachers. When I was in school years back, secondary school, even primary school, there are some of our classmates that their parents are teachers of that school, but they are still very stubborn teachers. And Africa, they know how to flog very well when you are stubborn. When you are disobedient to your teacher or you are disobedient to your parents and your parents brought your issue to the school, they will discipline you very well. So, different reasons why parents take their children to boarding school. Some as well is because they felt that boarding school is a safe place and better place for that child to read their books. For that their child to read their books, because they must have noticed that when that child is at home, he or she doesn't like to do homework, he or she doesn't like to do anything concerning their academics. So when they study this child and they know that this child doesn't want to help him or herself in life, they will now discuss, let's take this child to the boarding school. At least that one is compulsory. Anything that have an advantage have disadvantage. In as much as boarding school have lot of evil vices children go there to learn from, and sometimes sef even the people that are supposed to look after these children in the boarding school. I'm talking about like house master, house mistress, dorm mistress, the dorm masters and all that, teachers. They will also be the one even engaging all these children in same sex, engaging all these children in occult activities and all that. Yes, because college these days practice cultism. In those days, it wasn't like that. In those days, people fear students, fear teachers. When you see that your teacher is coming on this pathway, you will just respect yourself. You look for another alternative route to pass. But this time around, because of how the society is, now they rub shoulders with teachers. So no respect again, because some of them are the ones that have even engaged these children with certain things. All right? You will see a teacher that's supposed to be a teacher that's supposed to teach your child, that's supposed to teach one's child that you are paying heavily tuition on to go to school. At the end of the day, that teacher will sorry, that teacher will start teaching the children things that are not even relevant. So I will say children learn evil things more in boarding school than the good ones. Apart from the prayer sessions for the religious boarding school and how to read your books, and to me, I will say that more of all these evil vices we have today in the society is from the boarding school. You might not know, you might not know all these seniors that are god godfathers and godmothers to the junior students. They might be sending these children errand. When you go back home, make sure you steal money and bring to the school in next semester or in next session. When you go home, if your elder sister is bathing, make sure you check your elder sister how she's bathing. All these things they do it in boarding school, which normally, ordinarily, are they being you allow your child to be going from home to school. Not that I'm saying that a child that goes from home to school is better off. But what I am saying here is that as a parent or parents, your eyes will be on ground the more on your child that you truly love, or on the person you are taking care of that is living under the same roof with you, than when that person is in school. Because then say there is an adage that says that our thing na our thing, my thing na my thing, my own is my own. Maybe I bought something with my money, I will cherish it because I bought it with my money. But when my parents bought something and said that this is for everybody in the house, nobody will want to like look after it because it's for everybody. But if there is a name attached to it, you will want to take care of that thing, you will want to cherish it and honor it. So that is how it is. So if you really have genuine love for your children as parents, you will make sure you ask your children, have you done your homework? What did you do in school today? You ask your children questions. How did your teacher treat you in school? Which of your teachers do you not like? which of your teachers do you like, and what are the reasons you don't like your teachers. But when you are in the boarding school, nobody cares. They don't master the teachers. Their own is just to come and teach in the morning, they go home, then they don't master look after you at night, make sure everything is okay, you've taken your dinner, and you people have done your prep and all that. They don't have the time to like discuss with you into to the way your parents will do, your real parents that love you will do. So that is why I asked this question about the boarding school. Does the boarding school really toughens the children we send to the school? Does it make them harden? They said that if one is a criminal, you go to the prison and you were released again to the society. If you are not repented, if you have decided that, yeah, this is the kind of life you want to live, life of criminality, by the time you are released to the public, you will have become harder, hardened criminals. You see some hardened criminals, they've gone to the prison off and on like that, off and on. In short, they are known as candidates there. Anytime they come, they'll say, hey, bros don't show, bros have arrived. Hello, Mama the Super. Good evening, ma. Thank you, ma, for coming in. You're welcome. They will say, bros don't show again. Bros, now why every month now you they come this place? Now what for you? They are hardened. I watched a video of a criminal that said that he wants the Nigeria police to eliminate him. He wants the Nigeria police to delete him because if they put him back into the prison and he's released again, that he knows what he will do will be more than what have brought him into that prison before. That was what this guy confessed. Even when they said that if they give you another chance, he said, I don't need another chance. You people should just buy me. You people should just buy me. Eliminate me, because if you release me, I will do the worst. So that is how it is. When we talk about boarding school, our children that goes to boarding school, does the boarding school toughens them? Or you that have a child that is disobedient and very stubborn before, like a he-goat in your house, you now send that your child to boarding school, thinking that the child will turn a new leaf. Do you think that child will now come back home like holy, after they have read all the scripture union booklets to him, or they have forced him to join different scripture union units and clubs in school? Do you think that your black sheep you have in the house that is so stubborn, that your notorious child that by the time you lock your door and go to the market, you return, he have looked for how to open your door to go and steal? I'm talking about teenagehood here, because the teenage children, they are the problem we have in the society. They're from the teenagehood, they grow to youthful age. That is why they say that if you cannot handle your children during their teen time, by the time they get to youthful age, it will be very, very difficult. Then they are hardened because they are youth. And if you talk to them anyhow, they might just leave the house and go and hang out with friends. You might not hear from them again. All right, because they are what? They are now an adult. At least from 18 in most country, you are an adult. You can live on your own. You can work. You can marry if you want. You have known the good, the bad, and the ugly. But when at that teen age, you are still under parental control. But is it every teenager that will agree for their parents to control them? Or instead, they will be the one controlling their parents? They will be the one parenting their parents because of what? Some of them, as at that teenage, they have started doing dirty kind of business, like selling drugs, like going for runs for people where they get money, so they will feel that the money they get from their parents, that is, even if their parents give to them, is a chicken change compared to errand boys that they run for people to get hard drugs, to get cigarettes, to call side chicks and all that. All right. There are people that are doing all these things I mentioned as job. I'm talking of teenage children right now, so that they will have their own money, and at the end, these same teenage children, oh God, for God will not let somebody to have a bad child, honestly. May God not allow us to have bad children that will not even allow us to drink water and keep the empty cup on ground because of their juvenile delinquency and because of peer pressure and the society at large that they have find themselves. If you go to some kind of ghettos and see what all these small teenagers are doing, the other day I watched a documentary with my husband. Come in one African country, come and see small teenage children. They will just give them tips like this. They will stand on the road. The people bringing the drugs will just throw it on the ground. They will just go there, pick it, and deliver it to the person that sent them. You see some of them, they sleep on the streets. They don't even have where to live, both the boys and the girls. That is where you now see rape victims. That is where you now see the ritual list will now come in when they know that this is where they reside. At the end of the day, they have hustled in the morning, and in the evening they sleep under the bridge because nowhere to go. They don't have a roof over their head. Then all these ritualists will go there, and either they drug them or they give them some tips and they will just carry them. Which one is even the worst? What about the girl teenager? A girl teenager that the parents don't even look after, no money, they do whatever they want to do. A girl teenager at that very little age will start sleeping with men, all because of money. Not because they sometimes they don't want to go to school, no. It's because of money, poverty rates. Some of them will use their body, make the money, go back to their parents that are under the bridge and give their parents some money. In Nigeria, I used to see some children, they call them Fulani. I don't know that they are Fulanis, or some of them self they look like all these mysteries to me. Then some of them they look like all these Hausa people, but they say they are Fulani. Small children, both girls and boys, and you must give them money by force. They will hold your cloth like this, eh? They will hold your cloth like this and be begging you money. By the time you ask where are your parents, they will say my parents are there. Their parents are there, but they are begging, both boys and girls. Both boys and girls. Okay, I don't know whether it's happened in all states, but where I was then in Nigeria, I used to see them in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night. You will see them begging, small children. They will follow you, and they might even hold your cloth from, like, I don't even know how I will even mention the distance right now for you to even give them that small 5 naira. So tell me now, what if you now lure the child that, okay, I will give you this money. You see this money, 1,000 is big. Follow me to my house. Follow me to my house. I will give you money. That child now followed to the house and did not come back. When your child is now parenting you, as a parent, you have failed. You have failed woefully, because you know you cannot take care of that child. Then why did you bring the child from planet heaven when he did for his own go jejeje with God, Baba God, enjoying his life, eating glamorous food and everything, living well with the host of angels? You now go and open leg, brought that child to planet Earth. Then you have managed to train the child now becomes a teenager. You send the child to the world, send the child to the society to go and do what he or she pleases. Do you know how many teenage children have left their parents or guardian home? And they will put it on the ground of poverty. Everybody cannot be rich. Oh, the way everybody cannot get married, everybody cannot be rich, but at least it is how you lay your bed, they say you lie on it. So if everybody cannot be rich and you know that you are from a poor home, then you want to remove that poverty name in your family. You must not be rich, but at least you are okay financially. Then you do legitimate job. You do legitimate jobs. All right. Parents that are sending their children to look for money, and those parents are okay. Oh, now that one even dey vex me pass. They are okay. They have hands. Their own is just to paint. By the time that child goes out, bring whatever they want to bring, they will go and buy pedicure and manicure. That is just what they are known for. They don't even care to know the danger that child goes through. I watched one Nigeria home video. I've forgotten the title. I so love that home video. It was acted by Rita Edochie. Okay, Rita Edochie in that movie, she have two daughters. Because these are the things happening in our society. When her husband died, that is where poverty hit her like this. Bam. Because when the man was alive, the man had been pampering her. She did not do anything, which is very, very, very bad. Red flag on women. Okay. The husband refused her to do anything because of the love. I will not even call that one love, because that is not love. If you love your partner, you will support your partner in any ways, provided it's not to harm somebody or to defraud. Allow her to do whatever she wants to do as far income comes in, genuine income. So when in the movie, Richard Edochie's husband died in that movie, suffer hit on her. She was single-handedly bringing up four children, two girls, two boys. It wasn't easy. Then she started selling mama put, what we call mama put in Nigeria, rice, beans, fried plantain, like that, and stew. All right, making small, small money. But the monies she gets is not enough to take care of her four children. And in that movie, she have three teenagers. Okay, one is a senior teenager, like 19, maybe 20, in her 20s. The other one is mid teenager. The third boy is a early teenager. Then the small one, the other one is a toddler. So she is selling, buying things on credit, do turnover, return capital, buy on credit. Every now and then, she will be like, ah, God, what kind of life is this? All whatever she is putting into the business, she's not really seeing it. Instead, she's giving out to the lady on the lady that is giving out those things on credit. Then the first daughter entered into prostitution, started making money, bringing money to the house. Anytime she goes out like that, because what she's seeing herself as a big girl. But there's one thing that lady did I love in that video. All the money, the girl was seeing money. So she was seeing monies well in her prostitution runs, and she is very, very smart doing it. She uses the condom and all that to do it. So whenever she brings in money and she wants to give to her mother, the mother will not accept. Whenever she comes from her prostitution runs and she finds out that the mother is not back from her market, you understand, her hawking market, she will buy things and cook. If the mother comes back and see that she is cooking, the mother will ask her, Ekene, what are you doing there? You say, Mama, I'm cooking now. Where did you get this money from? You have gone again, Akuna Kuna. The mother will call her all sort of prostitution names. That in short, she will not eat that food and that her children too will not eat the food. Sometimes the mother don't come back on time, depending on how the sales of that day is. Because she will still go to market to buy things for tomorrow's market, the next day's sales, before she will return. The mother sometimes doesn't come back. By the time she comes back, the other children have slept. The prostitute, the daughter, have already given them what to eat. But that woman never for one day took a penny from that her daughter. But she's always raining curses on her. The neighborhood where they live, the one room they live, the next door neighbor, they know that that woman stood on her ground that no, if this is what you are doing, that I have come to know that this is what you are doing, eh? I will not collect a penny from you, no matter what, even though I am very poor. You see a mother of integrity. Yes, mother of integrity, because she knows that she's supposed to be the one liable to take care of those children, not the other way around, not the child at that early age to be parenting her. No way. That is what the Igbo people call Arueme, abomination. She refuses. Okay? But on the contrary, some parents are not like that. Their own, hey, their second name is bring it ozigbo ozigbo, quick, quick, I will colobi it. That is some parents for you. They will take it, clean mouth, thank you, pray for you. The day that you are not strong enough to go for that runs, you have fever or you are on your flu, they don dey vex say money never come for the house that day. They don dey paranoid. Children parenting parents. Boarding school now toughens students. These children now that allegedly they say that deleted Sylvester or money, do you think it is the boarding school they went to that toughens them? Because I don't think that those children, before they enter that school, they were cultists. The government really have to really investigate this matter very well. Where, how did they recruit them into cultism that now you two want to now recruit junior students because you know in little or no time you are leaving the school as senior students. So you want that your confrontality to still linger. That is why you people were like recruiting. And come to think of it, I don't even know what they gain in recruiting into this their brotherhood, but they will be beating. They will beat that person to stupor. Look at just beating 11 years old boy to death because he said he doesn't want to become a cultist. He knows where he come from. He knows his family background. He knows his upbringing. He doesn't want to become a cultist now by force. So it's now by force to do certain things now in this our society. Eh? I don't want to belong. They say you must belong. You must belong. Then they beat him as if that is not enough. They even gave him some substance to drink that gave him blisters in his mouth. My people. And I am so happy that the petition is increasing by the day against that school. Because there are management in the school, boarding school for that matter. If it is day school now, we'll say this is day school, that maybe this thing happened along the road because they will know how to bend the story. They will say it did not happen in the school. That is but this one, four corners of the school, you know what it means to become a boarder. They don't go out. They don't go out. You will pass the gate before you will go out, except maybe you bribe the gate man with money. That bribing and corruption, I know they do it in a government school, but this one now is a private school. So I don't know whether such a thing can still happen, whether they will give the gate man like they are big short children now. Give the gate man like 5,000 or 2,000 for hand from their pocket money. Then they now go and bought that substance. How did they smuggle that substance into the hostel where they live? That is a big question. I don't know that people are asking that. Who brought that substance into the school premises? Another question. The house masters be their guardian masters and whatever. Don't they check and balance all these children? I thought they said that when you go to boarding school, before you even enter the inside the hostel, they go check una from head to toe. That's why I hear they go check una, strip una. If you are a boy child, but a man checker will come and check you. If you are a girl border, they will bring a female checker to check you, as they do in the airports. And if you want to board, if you are a female, you go to the female queue. If you are a male, you go to the male queue. They will touch everywhere, your breast, everything, to see whether you are in with any drugs or something that is an exhibit. So did they not do all these things to these children? All their clothes, they did not offload them one after the other in presence of their father, presence of their mother, or in presence of whoever that brought them to the school. In short, things are happening, sha. Things they happen because even this substance we are talking about, let's assume the substance was smuggled into the school. It's possible that they can even put it inside their shoes, give the shoe to aboki to sew round. Nothing when people know they do, especially the boy child. I no even know sometimes whether if person no get boy pikin for this life na crime, because most crime now percentage goes to male children. Male children are becoming something this time around that I don't know what to say. If you have a male child and that child listen to you as a parent, you count your stars very lucky, because they are so dominating, they are so disrespectful, they can bully, they can misbehave, and now court is the in thing, gang. That is the in thing now. Whether in school, even in church too, they've started practicing courtism in church. Yes, they will just camouflage as if they are going to listen to the word of God. They have them in church, they have them everywhere, they have them in government house, they have them in politics, they have them in schools, they have them in the society, your street where you live in, or even under your roof. Hello, Terry's, you're welcome. How are you today? Thanks for coming in. They have them everywhere. Thank you very much, Terry's. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate. So I am talking about life in boarding school. All right, good to know. I'm talking about life in boarding school. If you have a child that goes to boarding school, is that child going to learn, or that child is going to be toughened? Because of what is happening in our society today, that is why I brought this topic. I'm fine, thank you. You will send your children to school to board because probably you don't have the time to do school runs, take them in the morning, bring them later in the day. You now decide to send them to school. Then at the long run, instead of those children to go and read their books, they will go and join gang, cults. They will go and be bullying other junior students, going as far as even beating people's children because of what they are senior in class. You will see children in school even smoking. I don't know how they even get all these cigarettes. They will smuggle it inside the hostel, doing all sorts of things in the hostel, and you have management in that school. Their eyes are not on ground. They don't know what is happening. When you ask them, you call them to questioning, they will tell you another story. Sylvester Oromini that died after being beaten allegedly by these seniors now in Nigeria. The school management said the boy played football and he fell. What kind of football or football pitch will break the bones of somebody that went to play football? If they are not aiding and abetting, what kind of football your child went to play football as a claim, and the child fell? The football field is it not flat field? Is football field now played now Is football now played on skyscraper, then he now fell from skyscraper to the ground and broke all his bones. My people, this Sylvester Ofori's case, Sylvester, this Sylvester's case, I don't even think I will drop this topic anytime soon because that guy's death really touched me. 11 years old boy, 2 days time to 12 years birthday. They beat him because he refused to join the gang. Who is to blame? Who is negligent? Okay, fine and good. The boy went to play football as they claim. Who are those under the supervision of the footballing? I think when they play football, even all this adult football I used to see in television, like all these, I don't even know their names, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, and all that. They have referees, is it not? They have linesmen. Then they have the substitutes, people that still sit and await to change. Where are those people when only Sylvester fell on football pitch and broke all his bones? Where are those people? So they have not really said what happened to that boy. And I think that Sylvester's case, I don't know that I will say it's destined, I want it to be this way, to open the eyes of parents that this has been happening in that said school, Darwin. But maybe sometimes the children uh, uh, um, might not be able to talk. This Sylvester, he talked on his dying bed. On his dying bed in pains. That was how he mentioned the few names he could mention because maybe he knows that he might not make it. How many persons would be privileged like Sylvester to talk after being threatened that if you tell anybody this is what we did to you, by the time you come back in next session, in short, I'm sorry will be your name. Boarding school. Do you think boarding school toughens the girl child? Do you think boarding school toughens the boy child? Or you think it amends them positively and not in a negative way? Is that what you think? If you are hearing the sound of my voice, what impact, if you want to really take statistics, if you want to trace back as a parent, whether you went to boarding school or not, or maybe probably you know people that went to boarding school, what do you think? Do you think that boarding school imparts positive ways, give children good character, social behavior, or boarding school worsen the way that child was when that child entered the school in the first place? Because there are a lot of people, a lot of video I have watched when they talk about their ordeal, what they pass through in boarding school as boarders. Some of them, they say they cannot even tell their parents because their parents will not give them listening ears, which I treated the other time. Some parents are the big problem when it comes to children's upbringing. You will think it's love. This is not about love. You will think you are molding your child in love. You are destroying that child. Because some parents don't even think that this earth we are one day as parents, we shall die and go. But who died first, nobody knows. It could be the child, it could be the parents. But what legacy are you imputing on that your child as a parent? It really has negative impact on many children. Okay, that's what Mama is saying. Mama is saying as for now, as for her, it's a no-no. That the negative impact is too much on children. Do you know that even religious boarding school, if you rebel at religious boarding school, all right, if they ask you to do something and you are rebellious, I'm talking of religious boarding school owned by Christians now, that child, if you see the way they will treat that child, in short, If the child is this kind of child that doesn't have relationship with the parents, he or she cannot open up to tell the parents what he have gone through. Do you think that this popular Don Davis that is everywhere now, that is now a mini superstar, if there is no relationship between Don Davis and the mother, do you think Don Davis would have told the mother anything? And another thing, if not that Don Davis' mother is a woman that have iron hand, she is even the man of the house. That is how I have seen her. Because the father of Don Davis did not even carry this Don Davis case like the way the mother carried it. I know people will say that is the mother. After all, some people have been even blasting the man that is a weakling. He said this. Let him be weakling. Leave him like that. Okay? A weakling married an iron hand person. Good for them. Two persons cannot be fire. If Don Davis' mother is fire, the father is fire, how will the marriage be? It will be hellfire now. Hell. This person no go gree, that one no go gree. So one of them go cool, make the other one do this thing. So if Don Davis doesn't have relationship with the mother, okay, and maybe Don Davis' mother is that kind of woman that her eyes are not on ground on her children, she might not have known. By the time she takes the boy back home, gradually, the boy would have healed from his anus. The mother wouldn't have known. Do you know that some children are even defied under the nose of their parents by their housemaid? Their parents will not know. By their neighbors, their uncles, their aunties, by people that live in the same household with them, their parents will not know. By gate man, gardener, their parents will not, because of their eyes are not on ground. No relationship between them and their children. It is early age start. Ask your children question instead of you to be jumping like jumping chicken, to be looking for girlfriends and boyfriends, people you will make your friends. Let your children be your friends. Even though all your children are not your friends, one or two inside will be your friends. They will tell you things. When a teacher misbehave at school, your children will come to you and tell you. They will come and tell you. Have that relationship. Don't let them be scared to tell you things concerning their personal life. There are some children, the girl child, that the very first time they see their flower, their parents will not know, because what? No relationship. Their parents will not know. Instead, they will go and tell their friend in school that, I saw this, so this is what came out from you. Instead of their parents to lecture them, they will start getting teaching from outside the school, or in the school, or at the church, or wherever they have friends. Is it supposed to be so? Allow your children be your best friends. Educate them on time before it's too late. If the society will help you to scatter and disgwangwa them. When late Sylvester told the father that, I don't want to go back to that school, that is the place I blame the father. That is where I blame the father, because it was the father that came out and said it in one of his videos. When your child said, Daddy, mommy, I don't like this school, no matter what you are doing, all right, sit that child down, or maybe at night, have heart-to-heart discussion with that child. What are the reasons you don't like the school? What are your reasons you don't like your teacher? Why don't you like this subject? Guys, you guys can connect, okay? Terrence, let me make you an admin. You can drop your link. You can drop your link, okay? Drop your link, guys, so that you can make new friends as well, okay? Thanks for coming in. Ask your child, what are the challenges she's passing through in school? They will tell you, okay? When we say about teachers. It's not every teacher that is a good teacher. And it's not every teacher that will love your child. The way they will treat the child in the school, even a small 7 years old child, if a teacher is not nice to him or her, they know when they come home, they will tell the parents, let alone a teenager. They know. But if you are this kind of parents that don't give room to listening to your children, then they will be scared to talk to you, then they will be suffering. They might even go into depression because there is nobody to talk to. I think Mercy Johnson the other day marched to the school when the daughter complained about one of the teachers. That is how it's supposed to be. Take that bold step. A child cannot just come and lie against a teacher. A child is not like an adult, a full adult that knows the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you are not good to your child, or you are not good to the child in the school as a teacher, that child knows. The child knows. There's a difference between discipline and when you are not good to your child. You can be a disciplined parent, but that does not mean that you don't love your child or you are not nice to your child. Okay, Fela Kuti. I have a new video on the one and only Fela Kuti. All right, guys, no problem, T-Rex. I saw this Fela Kuti, but I don't think it was from your channel. I saw it. I just saw it. YouTube recommended it, but I didn't watch. I think they said Fela Kuti caught it, something like that. Something like that. I saw a title like that. Anyway, I will after the LS, but you can drop your look for a short video and drop your link. Look for a short video, drop your link, guys. Connect, be friends. Let's grow together. Okay, we are genuine people here. All right. So thanks for coming in, and I wish you Merry Christmas, prosperous New Year in advance. All right, guys. So when thank you, you're welcome, Therese. When your child is close to you, your child will tell you things concerning their personal life. And parents, please make it as point of duty. Ask your children about their well-being, even in school. Ask them. Ask them. It's not only like being a bother when your child comes back from school, from the boarding school, or when you make this their kind of call that they monitor. You know, as a boarding student, before you speak with your parents, it might even be like once in a week, safe, once in a blue moon. Happy holidays. Once in a blue moon. Edward, you've had your holidays, you started your holidays in Hawaii. What's the name of that country? Okay. So when you associate with your children very well, they will tell you things. Ask your children. I don't eating a pain you because it's something I do. You ask your children about their teachers. Your children, they will tell you. They know the teachers that love them and they know the ones that don't. The ones that bully them, they know. When we talk about bully, it's not about to shout or you beat or you maltreat the child that is only bully. The way you treat that child, maybe the child comes to you as a teacher, he or she doesn't understand that particular topic you discuss. You don't want to give that child listening ears. But when another child comes to you for explanation, you will bend down and explain to that child. It's obvious. The child will know that you don't like him or her as a teacher. You will know that you don't like him or her as a teacher. Or a child misses school. Your teacher, as a teacher, your student misses school or your pupil misses school. And after some days, you saw that child in school. You cannot. You didn't even ask. What happened to you? You were not in school yesterday. You were not in school 3 days. What happened? All these are qualities of good teachers. In as much as they might not do anything, but at least they need to know about their students in a way. Okay? So children that are close to teachers as well, you will see that when they find any subject or anything difficulty, they will go and meet that particular teacher because they have what confidence in that teacher instead of to go and meet their own parents at home, because they will feel that if they go to their own parents at home, their parents might not be able to educate them, might not be able to be there for them. So therefore, they make friends now in school. That is why you see that corruption starts from school, because it is from school you get the good, the bad, and the ugly. You will see a brilliant child, you know your child is brilliant, doing very well, came out with A1s before that child gain admission into university or gain admission into higher college. And in little or no time, first semester or second semester thereabout, that child will start failing. That child will start going down. That child was not like that before that child entered school. Check, when you check the people he associate with, he was doing well before. But immediately he entered the particular school, the difference is clear like, like 7 up. And you as a parent, your prayer is for your child to be better off than you in future. Your child to be better in everything, come out flying colors in their academics. Instead, the child is failing. What are you supposed to do? Are you not supposed to sit that child down and ask him or her questions? If possible, change the school of that child. That is why I said I blame the parents of late Sylvester on that ground, because the boy complained. And when a child is not fidgeting to going back to school or going back to a particular class where he knows that there are bullies being intimidated, he will be scared and might even lead to depression. I remember when I was a growing child there, up to date, I'm so scared of injection. You see this strange injection, I dey fear am like say right from when I was small. Even when I went to take my coronavirus whatever sef, and one other injection they gave me, if you see the way they pet me like baby, hey, if you see the way in short, me saying that strange alone, I will start crying like a baby, as old as I am. Because of what? It's something I never liked. There is an adage that says that if you know you don't want medicine or medication, then not sick. If not that we don't have a choice concerning this coronavirus and some kind of things in our lives, you don't have a choice. Ehen. That is why we are taking it. If not, if it is what I have a choice, I no go take am o. Lie. You see strange, you see medications, I don't like those things at all at all. I will be crying like a baby. You will just see the nurses, you see the doctor, they will be like singing for me sef, old woman like me. The other day I went to the hospital to take one injection they gave to me. I was crying. My husband was there. You need to see how they were like, okay, let them cover my eyes. They will just be telling me what they are doing and all that. I say it has gotten to that. This is injection children will just take sharply and they will just walk out. But I did not, because of when I was a growing child, when I was still a baby, I'm scared. I will cry and cry, stretch my legs. They will be telling me if you shake, the needle might break into you. Just be calm, be calm. For where? So all these things, it starts from when you are young, when you are small. All right. So my people, that is how it is. That is why I said somehow I blame um the parents of Sylvester for negligence, because Sylvester is as the poor boy saw it coming. in one of the sessions, he told the father he doesn't want to go back. Your children must not go to extension boarding school. They must not. If really you don't have the time, as you people said, you are very busy, workaholic, all right, then why did you not look for the best boarding school in that your state? There must be a best one. You don't want to go to government boarding school, you don't want your children to go to government boarding school, then there should be a best one. This boy is just 11 years old. We are not even talking about 17 years that at least gotten some kind of wisdom. 11 years old that you will still tell, go and take your bath, go and brush your teeth, that you will ask question, have you brushed your teeth tonight? Eh? At least 17 years old, 18 years, we know if he will brush his teeth or not, because if he doesn't brush the teeth go there, the mouth dey there dey smell for am. Probably he don even dey get girlfriend at that age, from 17. All right. So you just imagine 11 years having a girlfriend. No, it will only have like friends that are girls. All right. They saw this coming, so they would have changed the boy. When a child has already complaining of something, do away with it as parents. It's high time we listen to our children when they talk some kind of words that you know that have meaning. He wants to change school because he's being ridiculed by some seniors. He told you guys the reason. He wants to change school because he's being maltreated, he's being bullied, even though they're not there beating him then. What are you supposed to do? Eh? We know say Africa na beating country. Then we get certificate for that one to the beat. But when the beating don't turn out of hand, it don't become something else. You see all this Ajebota picking. Maybe Adibin, this boy is an Ajebako from a poor home. And maybe he won't have even died. Nobody knows, sha. But you see all these Ajebota pickings, them will be say on the morning they will eat fried egg. In the afternoon they will eat dodo and beans. In the evening they will take for supper they will take maybe light food. Then in between meals like salad and all that. Ajebako picking, do they have all that one? If your parents can manage to give you pap in the morning, which we call akamu, with fry akara, you manage that one go school. Then for afternoon, if you come, you take soaking garri with palm kernel, take whole body until your mother return from market before na go come do akpu nkolo that night with ogbono soup. All those ones na Ajebako children. So they can face some kind of difficulty. But all these Dowen children, they are so Ajebako, maybe that if Adibin is Ajebako, he won't have died. But this one is pure total negligence. Total negligence, because the beating we are talking about is not like just ordinary flogging at the palm or at the bone. It was all over his body that that boy could not even stand up. His waist are all gone. If you see that video, you even think that, in short, he's standing like a woman that is even in labor. All right, a woman that is in labor, you cannot stand straight because all your waist are gone. Your baby is wanting to come out. All right, so I see total negligence in the part of the school and also on the part of the parents, because this boy told you, he told you the reasons why he doesn't like the school. So you will not now accepting what your children are saying. Your children are the one now controlling you. No, papa, leave him, and the school authority will do this. Okay, fine and good. Since your children have told you that the school authority will do that was what the school authority said. Did you create out time to go and see the school? Did you create out time to go and visit the school and tell them the allegation your son said about some boys in the school? We know say death dey pain, but even at that, say people are now protesting, people are writing petition that this matter should be looked into and all that. Make dem still look am in another perspective too. The father came out and said so. Did he go to the school? You don't even need the school to call you. As you said that you did not receive any call from the school. Then you did not receive any call from the school. Then you as a father, are you not supposed to call the school? What is happening? Why is it that my son said he doesn't want to come back to school? All these things na two-way thing. You have the school contact, is it not? You communicate with your children through the school. There are people managing the school. They are not spirits. Make we dey see dey say the truth. Yeah. Your son complain. My son said, he doesn't want to come to the school again. You call the school management, tell and say, what is happening? Since they are not getting in touch with you, at least that one, and people will say, yes, you called, and they did not do anything. I still believe that if these people now, because they are big shot, as they said now, and maybe some Nigerians too might take it upon themselves and ask all these questions I'm saying here now about why the father did not get in touch with the school, why the father did not withdraw the boy. After all, it's not compulsory to go to the Dowen school when you have already seen the red flag, you've seen the handwriting on the wall. Your boy is reluctant, he have complained to you, and you still use your mouth to talk am for social media. Wey you for zip up, wey you for not talk, you go talk am. They might not use that one now against you, say, but Papa Sylvester Senior, this was what you said that Sylvester told you. Okay, why did you still allow Sylvester to go to that school? That is the bottom line we are talking about now. Is it free? Even though it's free, even though, are there not people that have declined scholarship, say they no go do again, or they no go collect? So even though it is free, let's assume it is free, and your child have complained bitterly, and there's nothing as bad as when a child have complained about something. Like my small boy here, very selective. Sometimes if we want to wear a particular shoe, you know how children dress now, match. I will say, no, you will not wear that shoe. This boy will cry because that is what he wants. Even though my husband will support, allow him, but as a mother, I will say no, because I don't want him to wear that, because it did not go along with the color of the clothes or with the uniform. You understand? But you will cry because of what am I trying to say here? Because that is what he wants at that particular time. And you know how children are. He will cry and cry and cry and cry. And even though he's getting late, he will not want to. That is what is in his mind. It's not because he's been pressurized by somebody that he must wear that shoe or that cloth. No, because I'm not this kind of person that is into all this ashwebi uniform kind of thing. But children are children, and they will always be children. But as parents, sometimes you pet. I will now pet him. I will know how I will talk to him. Then before he will not accept. But even when he accepts, you will still see that he's not happy, because he have made up his mind that that is what he want to wear. So this is exactly what Sylvester must have told the father. He must have, because he's a child, doesn't have a choice. Next semester again, I've been next session now. Don't buy cornflakes, buy Golden Moon, buy Bonvita, buy milk, everything. Taki Buruku, don't buy sportswear. Oh yeah, Sylvester, this is your boss. Start going to school. The boy con the camera, say daddy snap me. You think the boy is happy? He's not happy. He knows he's going back to bondage and depression. He knows he's going back to bully by senior, but he doesn't have a choice. Had he have somebody to confide in, maybe in the school there as well, he have a godfather or a senior or maybe a relative that he can say, please help me to talk to daddy or help me to talk to mommy. I don't like to go to this school, but they are forcing me to go to this school. If was still better small. But some people, parents too, even though the children have uncle they love and they talk to there are some children that they will want to do something, they pass through outsider. They pass through their relative, they pass through their auntie, they pass through their elder sister, but they cannot tell their parents directly. They are scared because of what there is no relationship between your child and yourself. So children of these days, are they really parenting their parents? And if yes, why are parents allowing children to be parenting them? Is it supposed to be so? You have a girl child, brings you money without doing something legitimate. You know too well that that girl is distributing her Kpekus Republic to everybody. You have a boy child that is into Yahoo Yahoo, into internet fraudster, into gayism, into whatever that will bring in money, and you are aiding, you are collecting that money from that child. That child is parenting you. That child pays your bills, is parenting you. Giving you monthly allowance, he or she is parenting you. That child tells you what to do as a parent, that this is what I want to do. I want to do a birthday bash at so hotel, mommy, daddy. And you did not question the income of that your child, small child, that is not even up to adulthood. That child is parenting you. Okay? So there are certain things government should even put in place. Bible says we should respect government. If they put certain things in place, certain law in place, I think people will sit up. How can you have a school that they say they pay millions of naira, you don't have CCTV camera? You don't have CCTV camera. When churches now, even mushroom churches now, most of them are putting CCTV camera so that they can see tithe and offering, so that people cannot color B tithe and offering. All those ushers that are counting it in the office will not like hide some of the notes. Then you that people are paying millions of naira is your big time business center. Competitive is very high. You think you are the only one that have that kind of standard school. Some people even have higher standards. But parents still decide to come to that your school because of the school's reputation. You don't have CCTV on ground. Your dormitory masters are being mistresses. They are not even doing their job. They are not doing their jobs at all. Because in this house now, as this house is now, if I'm beating my child now in this house and the child is screaming on top of his voice, when the next neighbor hear, what are we talking about? As far you are not like house alone in a bush or forest. If it is a forest now, I will say, okay, you can be screaming, shouting for help, people will not know. This was done in a dormitory, oh. In a dormitory where there are boys. Initially, I even thought maybe the school have one uncompleted building that they now drag the boy in the night, maybe tie his mouth that he should not shout. But according to the confession, the video I did, some of the students that spoke out, they said the seniors, they came and they switched off the lights. That is to say they've really targeted the Sylvester. So they should confess. Waiting Sylvester do them. Is Sylvester's father the richest man in that Dowen school? And another video, though I did not watch, they said Sylvester elder brother went to that school. Did Sylvester elder brother wrong any of you? Make una dey open up, dey talk, so that people will know, so that they will know how they will judge people's case. Is it transfer aggression? When Sylvester elder brother went to that school, did he allegedly panabit people like this, or maybe disturb people by like you know how how they do now, say maybe go and cut grass, go and wash toilets and all that, but not like beating the way you put. So what are your reasons you just deleted this innocent small boy when he never know anything for life, never even enjoy life sef from him parents? Na only secondary school e don enter, e never even enter higher institution. Maybe tomorrow night if we gain admission enter Igbinedion higher institution, or maybe the parent would have sent him outside the country. And I just, is it transfer aggression or what? You people need to talk. And another information reaching me, though I will do a short video on that, that three of the boys have reported themselves with their parents. Children where they bring parents nyash out, reported themselves to the police. So we are still hearing that one early momo they siphon am out of the country. So all these are the things. This investigation will take time. Oh, e go really linger pass Ataga own self, because not be small case be this one, because this one na baby case. Ataga own case be say e find woman go. So this one na school e go read. Bukuru na e go read, na school e go. So now are we saying that people are not paying money now to be killed in school and their cause be brought home? Now make I ask this question too. Say the laws what we get for Nigeria, is it for the poor alone? This law, because I believe say it is. Because if it is not, had it been this boy is from all this Ajegule Diob kind of life, very poverty area, wretched area, where they get big rats. By now, whether they are juvenile or not juvenile or whether they are underage or not underage, or their faces they for don display am. Nigeria government, we for don dey see am since, but now we are the ones wey dey even bring, we don't even know whether they are the ones really. They say na allegedly. But Adibin is an ordinary person. They for don, in short, by now, the confession, he would have confessed what he did not even do, the one that they plan to do, they for confess or join by now. Their faces would have been flooded on crime fighters here and there, flooded on social media here and there, cyberspace, paper print and all that. But because these are the rich also cry with money. As I said in one of my videos, their cry is with envelope. And the day they cry, their cry. So when they drop the envelope like this, they go linger the story, call the other party, or yeah, let's negotiate. The person don't die, go make your offer. Before you know, the story will just go like that. But if na poor person by now, they for don't put down for juvenile kirikiri. But according to what I heard, they said that the boys are in juvenile um in juvenile kirikiri. Yeah, and that juvenile kirikiri now might be this big short type of juvenile kirikiri, because kirikiri have levels. They have for the poor, they have for the rich as well. So my people, that's what I just say I want to talk about today. The boarding school, whether it toughens the children that we send to boarding school, and our children too, are they parenting us when they go out to look for money in bad ways? And as parents, we know that that is what they are doing. We still collect. Some of them too, they trade for us after school. They bring money to you. Is it supposed to be so? Some don't even go to school at all in Africa. Right from 7 o'clock, you don't see them. They don't carry things for room Okoro Junction. Oh yeah, granola, pure water, auntie garden egg, recharge card. Now this is that's the society we find ourselves for now. Sorry. Then the government I talk about, the laws that they put in place, is it also affecting the rich, or it's just for the poor masses that cannot talk, that does not have anybody to fight for them? They cannot afford good lawyers. Hello, cost rep. Cost rep, you are welcome. Thanks for coming in. 1 minute, let me get my charger. Damian, please give me the laptop charger. This laptop, be fast. Unplug it. Cost rep, thanks for coming in. I saw your video about your trip, but I could not come in. But I would like to listen to that video. 1 minute, guys. I saw the premiere, but I could not come in because it's something I would like to listen to because I was in the kitchen. All right. So that is that. Thank you. Thank you. Your premium now, is it not? I saw 7 o'clock. I mean, my eye deceived me. Yes, now that's what I'm saying now. It's in premium, 7 o'clock. It's not today, 7 o'clock. But it's another day. Okay, next week. To tell you, say they follow you bomber to bomber. Now, in short, I saw 2 of your premium set. But the other title I cannot recall. But for this, your journey part 1. So, course rep, you are welcome to the LS. Though you came late. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I wish you Merry Christmas, prosperous New Year. Yeah, I saw 2. Yeah. So you can see the topic. I'm talking about because of what happened to this Sylvester Oromoni, which I believe you must have heard about, the 11 years old boy that was allegedly killed 2 days to his birthday, though he was beaten before that time and given substance that up till now autopsy have not released the result for us to know the kind of substance they said they saw in the stomach that is black. So that's why I asked that question, whether is boarding school toughing our children. When as a man you decide, because most at times this boarding school, I find out that it is the wives that are the one pressurizing their men. You know, we women, oh good God. If we want to do some kind of things, especially when you have a man that doesn't have a say as a man in the house, 99% decision comes from the woman. As far as saying now you be the woman and you carry the womb picking, the father go just succumb. Okay now, if you say you want the child to go to school, to boarding school, or you want the child to go to particular school, you know, sometimes all these big schools is because of what their friends children are going to. The school where their friends children are going to, what their friends are doing, they will now go and pressurize their husbands to go and do it as well. That's how we women be. If you are in a caliber where your man is always taking you out on vacation, today vacation you guys are in Dubai, tomorrow vacation you are in Austria, next year vacation you are in whatever country, you are in that circle of friends, and your husband is okay financially, you go nag this man like this, you go nag this man like this, in short, before the man go release. Really, that is why you see that some men at the end of the day, by the time money don't finish, and they are now in deficit, they go buy themselves, buy the women, buy both of them, sometimes sef buy children join, because I have also seen video that they buy all of them because it's just too much. Now women dey cause all these things. Guys, you can connect. Let me make course rep. You can connect, guys. All right, connect, guys. You can drop your short links, no problem. You visit each other. Terrace is calling on course rep. Okay, so that is what we are talking about. It is women, wives, that are the ones pressurizing their husbands most at times, putting their husbands into condition that they will not regret had I know. And had I know is the last word to say. If I had known, had I know, I for not do this thing, no. But it's too late to cry when the head is cut off. So that is why I asked this question. Okay, you've seen this video on Fela. Okay, you will watch it later. Me too, I will watch it later. Okay. I will still share the video for you. I will still share the video, Terry, on my community. Okay, it's a promise. When I'm done with my LS, I will watch it and I will share it as well. Okay. So guys, yes, before you came in, I have told them that you guys they should visit each other. All right. Wow, thanks, man. I mentioned our we chat last week. Oh, thank you, Cost Rep. Thank you, Terry's. Cost Rep says he will help you share out the video as well. Thank you, Cost Rep. God bless you. This is how it's supposed to be. One love keeps us together, irrespective of the skin color, our beliefs, our ways of life. All right, we are one body. To me on YouTube, we are one body. We are one house. All right, so that is how it's supposed to be. All right. So thank you, Cost Rep, for helping him do that. I appreciate. So as I was saying, all right, Cost Rep, before you entered, I asked the question. So, what is your own opinion? Does boarding school toughen the child when you send your child or sibling to boarding school to learn? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm thanking you on his behalf. I said thank you very much. Thank you for helping him do that. Okay. So Terry's course rep said it will help you share out your video as well. The particular video you talked about, fella, and I will do that too. Okay. So okay, when you mention that in your LS, okay. All right. All right. My question is that as a parent, do you think boarding school toughens the child, the student that you takes to boarding school, or it builds the child in a positive way, or it toughens the child in a negative way? Then because it's three topics I'm talking on this LS. Then I now ask another question that children of these days, okay, because that is what I'm seeing. That's what I am seeing in the African community. Children of these days, I'm not talking about adult children like you and I now, children like in their 20s, all right? They are the ones parenting their parents. They are the ones looking for money for their parents. Why their parents will just sit at home, not doing nothing. These children, if it's a girl child, will go into prostitution, look for money, bring food to the house, the parents will eat. If it's a boy child, they will do drugs, they will do all manner of um, bad jobs, bring money back home, give to the parents. So don't you see that the kind of children we are grooming today is different from the kind of children in the olden days? Olden days, parents struggle for their children. They brought these children. Parents struggle. When I mean struggle, they will go to the market in the morning to sell gari, come back in the evening to cook. By that time, the children are back from school. Host, I have always disliked boarding school. Okay, right from childhood. Okay, that is your own. And I believe that if they want to even do a vote on boarding school, I believe that people that we vote for their children not to go to boarding school, we win. We take the lead. Because boarding school of these days, it's not like before. I went to boarding school, all right, but my boarding school then, I am a day student, but it's two in one school. We have the boarders, we have the day students. People like us that cannot be boarders, by the time we are close, we go back home. While the boarders go to their dormitory. They should close all. Okay. No, I will not even say that they should close all, because to me, and because there are different reasons. Before you came, I said that there are different reasons people take their kids to boarding school. Some, the parents don't have time because of their nature of job. But at least Nigeria government should put some kind of standard that before their boarding schools will be approved, they should have like CCTV. Yes. When churches in Nigeria now, they get big churches don't they get CCTV to monitor tithe and offering so that ushers will not kolobi. Hello, Sophie. Sophie, you are welcome to the LS. I mentioned parents too. Okay. Yes, because sometimes I'm telling you, some parents, because it is still money we will use to bring our children up. All right, whether you like it or not, except you want the children to go and start looking for money at early age and be parenting you, which is very, very bad. But at least before a school, a standard school like that you pay millions of naira for school fees, will be approved. Government should give them the standard before they accredit many things. CCTV is supposed to be in that school, but they say there is no CCTV at all, at all, at all. At all, at all. So they don't even know what is even happening outside the school gate premises. How did these boys now got the chemical they injected in that guy through the mouth? How dem take get am? Had it been a CCTV now, maybe somebody would have seen whether somebody gave it to the gate man to smuggle it. At least something would have been on ground to show. It's only not easy, and I can see Cypher that saying I paid and sent his son to school to go and die. And before, yes, before you came in, me, I've already analyzed this thing before you came in. I took this guy's case like government work as if I know him. But I don't, because it pained me. In short, in one of my LSs, I cried. But if you look at it, you know that there is a video Cypher that did that he said that that boy complained that he doesn't want to go back to that school. I don't know that you have seen that video. That he told him he doesn't want to go back to that school. Why did the father not listen to the boy as at that time? Instead, he said that he wanted to confront the school. He wanted to withdraw the boy with the elder sister out of the school. But the sister said that the school said they will handle it. Ah, my good God. A father, your children are not telling you now that the school will handle it, that you should just, Papa, let's go. And you kept quiet when your child is reluctant to go to school. You don't want to go school. And I believe that the very first day that boy went to that school, definitely when he got admission into that school, he might be very happy and excited, telling his friends at church, telling his friends at his vicinity that I am going to Donway College next week. In short, my daddy have started buying my things. But when a child now comes back to you, that same school that is excited in that, daddy, I'm going to this school, have made new friends, I have done this, I love the school. The same child is not telling you that, daddy, I don't want to go back to that school. Is that not a red flag? Can you not like have heart-to-heart discussion at night, allow every other person to go to sleep, sit that child down? Tell me why you don't want to go to that school again. Okay, and now those boys are no longer in Nigeria. Not all of them. 3 of them have been reportedly arrested. And hey, child is in the building. Chahid, you are welcome. Thank you for coming in as well. 3 of them, they say walk to the police by themselves to the police station with their parents. All right, and I have made a video on that, a short video. They said it was one of the students that the parents came very early. I have made a video that the student talked about it in their voice, so and not my voice. That one of the parents came to the school as early as 5 a.m. and took one of the boys. I think that is the one that traveled out of the country, not all of them. Yeah, if you Google it, you will see that 3 of them have been arrested and they're under interrogation by Nigeria police. Me too, that is total negligence, total. Even as I am here as a woman, my children tells me things concerning their personal life, things that are bothering them. I take it so seriously. I will not go and fight too. I don't have power to push on, but at least I will get to the in total. Me that is even a woman here, let alone a man. Let alone a man. That's to say your children are not controlling you or what? You say your girls are still in the school and then you wanted to withdraw the boy. No, now. No. This is still a child. When a child complains, before some of you came in here, I said something. If you are a parent, make your children your best friend. Know everything about your children at that tender age, because time will come now. Now God is train children for us. So it takes God's grace. So, but when you've imbibed certain things in that child, you understand, except the child want to become a hooligan, then you will know that you have tried your best as a parent for that child when that child is still small. Because the very difficult life to take care of children is their teenhood. Their teenhood, that is where they associate in so many bad ways. Because they are approaching adulthood. So there are certain things that they have not done before that peer pressure, friends will try to initiate them to do. Okay, like this Paul Sylvester now. You know, in his video, the father's video, his father said the boy complained that he doesn't want to go back to that school. As a father, you're supposed to ask the boy question. Why did you not want to go back to that school? Then you check his academics as well, if he's doing well or not, compared to when he entered that school. The boy will tell you. He will tell you. Me too, I vex where we are paranoid, they not be small. This is pure negligence. We are talking about the school, that the school have neglected the boy in the first place, because even when they beat and broke his waist, as they said he went to play football, because I don't know the kind of football that we broke and destroy somebody's body like that you cannot stand well again. Negligence in the part of whoever that is looking after that boy. Doesn't the boy have a godfather in that school? What about the master in the dormitory? What about the teachers in the school? They did not see style the following day in the morning. They did not ask questions, or does it mean that they still forcefully ask him to come to class with that bended waist? To come to class? All these are the questions we should ask ourselves. Okay? When he was beaten to stupor, according to the confession one of the students made in the night, you no go fit carry body the next day they go school now. Never. And the school said they call their parents. They call. In short, now wetin want to happen. Maybe God even want this thing to happen, or destiny want it to happen to expose the school. Because the school said they called the parents to call the guardian, because the parents reside in Warri, Delta State. School is in Lagos, Nigeria, western part, extension in the first place. Even though you are taking the next available flight to go and pick up your child, it will still take some time, plus minus 45 1 hour before they go board and disembark. You understand? So all these are things people should put into consideration before they send their children into boarding school. You have that kind of money, why don't you carry the child abroad? Tell your wife to go and relocate with the child. Or if you insist you want that doing school in Lagos State, one of you should relocate to that Lagos State. Okay, they called you, you are busy, your wife too is busy. You people now called your guardian that you put to look after them in case you guys are not around to come and carry. The person too did not go with immediate effect. Okay, una come eventually carry the pikin. Una come travel the pikin by road from Lagos State to Warri. Hey, Chukwu. Some kind time sef, devil will be in his own house, and people will go use hand take draw in trouble come. Sometimes it's not everything that is even the devil. It is we ourselves. Check ourselves. That is why when I treated this Sylvester video few days ago, I said life, because this is the slogan Nigerians are using now. Life is not balanced. Life is 100% balanced. It is we the individual that are not balanced. You will think somebody is hale and hearty, somebody is fine, looking fine, wear fine packet shirts, iron with designers, trousers and all that. You think that person mental mind or mental state is currently okay as at that time. Na lie o. It is our own life that is not balanced. You and I, now you know the balance, we the individual, but life, God make life balance. How can a child that was seen in that condition, in that video that is now everywhere flaunting, you people carry that child all the way from Lagos State? So does it mean that there's no good hospital in Lagos State? No good intensive unit in Lagos State that you can go and admit that child, make dem dey check the child ozigbo ozigbo. Thank God, God bless una with money. I trust Nigerians, even though there is no money. By the time you cry for GoFundMe, Nigerians will support. Nigerians are generous people. It's so funny. My brother, you see, they paranoid me, not be small. I dey vex, honestly. You now say you want your personal doctor to come and treat the boy in the house. In short, so Nigeria, I trust Nigerians. Now, you know, we Nigerians, we dey take our time before we bomb blast. Just watch me. By the time they have really entered this story, maybe they've taken it to court and all that, you will see where Nigerians will come and blast this Sylvester's father. For now, they just they put a mellow because of say somebody life is at stake here. Somebody don't go, innocent child. You understand? Because he's still mourning, he's still pained. But by the time he don't get himself small, Nigeria go they go refresh the wound again. They will do video and blast this man. Because we are talking about negligence here. We never talk that negligence finish. You manage to go and carry the child still by road. And so we hear from Lagos State how many hours to worry. Is it not up to 10 hours? With pains. See that video that is everywhere. The boy was crying, "Mommy, I cannot stand. Mommy, I cannot stand. Mommy, no, please don't hold me. Don't touch me." How that boy don't cry from that Lagos State to worry? You are saying that you want your doctor to come to the house to look after him. Hey, Chukwu, this one don't pass doctor. Now, so Michael Jackson bring doctor. At the end of the day, he die put for inside with his own money. There are certain things you don't bring personal doctor. Let people who are professionals and all this kind of thing like this Sylvester case. It's not even two doctors that would have handled this boy that time. They will just take him straight to intensive units. Thank God for Nigeria today. All these private hospitals, they have good machines like this, that will ultrasound all your body, even to your cassava, your magic stick, everything. If there is pain, had it been the chook pin for that in manhood, everything would display for the ultrasound. Nigeria don't get all those equipments. Okay? Your doctor now that came to your house to treat the boy, now will he come now with all those equipments? Then you people were massaging somebody when body don't broke finish. In short, truth is bitter, but I make we talk the truth. In as much as say it pained many people say this boy just died like that because it happened in the school, or it's just because it happened in the school. That is why Nigerians took it upon themselves to write petitions against the school. You understand? Had it been this thing did not happen in the school, maybe this thing happened, maybe they will lay the boy on the road and you don't know who will lay him, and the father did something like this, and the way Nigerians for don't come for the father, even at this is morning time, in short, the man for go find transformer hug, because this is really, really pure negligence. You don't have time. Your wife too don't have time. I'm sorry, your guardian too don't have time. And I also heard that the senior brother, one of the senior brother, that to the man also was going to traveling abroad. He was the one they sent on his way to airport. He was the one they sent to check on the boy. And when he got there, he now called back home that this case not be small case, so you need to come and do something as soon as possible. At least he gave information. Then they said, "Oh yeah, now he entered the next available flight. He flew." That was what I heard as well. Okay, so my annoyance here is that Lagos is a satellite state, right? Lagos State, you will not say Lagos State is like all these mushroom states. Lagos is a satellite state that have big hospitals. Let me just say, even in Nigeria, let me just say Lagos is a developed state. Let me put it that way. You will not tell me that there is no good intensive hospital in Lagos State, even in government hospital, in their teaching hospital, that would have, at least they would have tried. Let it be as if they a doctor have tried their best to, but God knows the best. But when you now took the guy now to the house now for physical massaging and all that, say that your doctor will come and treat. Before your doctor will come and treat, at least take the boy to hospital in Lagos State. Then if the boy is responding to treatment, if the doctor, you ask the doctor, can this child be discharged? Let me take him to my personal hospital or my personal doctor. That one now is fair. At least you will know that your son is recovery, but not when that boy is in pains. But my happiness is that he mentioned few names before he left. All right. And this should still serve as lesson to parents that you brought these children to planet Earth, so you should be there for them. Don't allow your children be parenting you. It's not supposed to be so. Your children should not be parenting you. If your children will be parenting you, if at all, it should be at your old age. By the time, hello, for heart, I thought of you today. Thanks for coming in. If at all your children should parent you as parent, it should be at your old age, by the time you cannot do anything again for yourself. Probably you are now using 3 legs to walk instead of your normal 2 legs because of your walking stick. Or maybe you are now sitting on the wheelchair, you are bedridden. That is when your children can now be parenting you. But when you are allowing your children to be parenting you when you are still strong, when these children now too that's supposed to be in school are there looking for money in dubious way and you are applauding them, I'm fine, thank you. Thank you. Guys, you guys can connect a whole Lagos State, you to the boy from Lagos to me. Yes, so it's Lagos State. The boy school in Lagos State, but the parents based in Warri, Delta State. So you can see extension. The family are rich, yes. I believe every family in that Dowen school are rich because they pay millions of naira for tuition. They pay millions of, thank you. Thanks for coming in. They pay millions of naira for tuition. Okay. But it's just unfortunately that that boy went that way. And as I said, before most of you came in, I believe this is how Destiny want to expose the school, because maybe things of such have been happening, but nobody have really died, but at least they panel beat them and the children cannot talk. Or maybe they can talk, but the parents doesn't have the heart. You see this Don Davis mother, that woman, an iron lady. Even what that woman did for her son, not all men can do that. Not all men can do that, because that woman, the way she they bomb blast religious boarding school. And even at that, her life too is at stake. People when you like the deeper life high school, or when you love Kumuyi to death, fit come see her for road, say, now this woman when they won't come bring down our papa. Oh yeah, that is the kind of system we live. Oh. But she doesn't mind, even though she died for her son. But at least tomorrow, anybody put up, even tomorrow now, Don Davis become a pilot, a medical doctor, or whatever. He will remember once upon a time, my mother did this for me. If that woman had not taken this bold step that she did, God forbid, nobody knows what would have happened to Don Davis. Very strong woman. Nobody knows what would have happened to Don Davis, God forbid. Don Davis that was brought like a skeleton, they don't disgwangwa the pikin anus finish. Till today, we never still know the people faces. Even this Sylvester Owens, their faces quick even release. And they are juvenile. They are underage. Their faces even quick release. Till today, Deeper Life High School people that disgwangwa that boy Anus till today. It's not of recent. They said the matter have even gone to court. Since that time, they still be they are just turning the case, bending the case like that. The woman did not give up. She's still crying. She's still crying. You understand? So for this Sylvester's own case, big time negligence to me is big time from both party, the fathers and the father's side and the school. Then the guardian too that is in Lagos State there within Lagos premises. Yes. How many hours or minutes will it take? After all, you are the one they introduced to the school that you will be the caretaker. If peradventure they are not around, they should release their children to you. You did not still go on time. And now the Sylvester father is saying that the school did not call. The school did not call, but your son complained that he doesn't want that school anymore, that some seniors are doing this to him, even though it has not gotten out of hand. Are you not supposed to call the school? Are you not supposed to call the school as a father the way Mercy Johnson marched to school? What do you they talk? The way Mercy Johnson marched to school, you're not supposed to go. What do they do? I mean, what millions of naira are you even looking for that your own child complain that, no, daddy, I don't want to go back to that school. Don't even they frightened. You know when a child is frightened about something and is telling you as a parent or guardian that I don't like this teacher, I don't like this my auntie. Let me tell you guys, in short, we parents, especially African parents, our eyes know they reach ground. Even our children, all these children, that is why they say don't do bad thing in parents of children. As far as the pikin don't they manage a talk small, you will see somebody that is coming to your house that you see as a church member. You don't entrust everything with that person. These are my brother in the Lord, sister in the Lord, and you notice your child, anytime that person comes to your house. Let me use a man as an illustration right now. Choir master comes to your house, and you notice that your small girl child or that your small boy child is running away from that man. That man is doing that child something that you as a father, your eyes have not seen. You as a mother, your eyes are not on ground to know what's up. But the child cannot express herself. But immediately that uncle come, hey, Estabel, come, let me carry you. Estabel will run away. Estabel knows that what that uncle is doing to her is not like him, but she cannot talk. Even though she's trying to say, mommy, uncle, mommy, Nigerian mother, they go shut up, they go knock in hand, shut up. Which uncle, what are you talking about? What is Uncle Didi? What is Uncle Didi? The other day, some time ago, one of my, I know of somebody, which I am always against right from time. Anywhere I go, even though it's not concerned me, if not like, it then cost me, it's not my cup of tea. I know somebody that carried somebody's daughter on his laps. Not even the lap, he carried him for inside the top in front of the jongolo here, in between. Immediately, I say, and the little girl's mother is there, small girl about 4 years old. The mother is there, they follow the man, they laugh. The man carried the pikin, the girl pikin for where a magic stick stand gidigba. Now I tell them, I say, don't carry that. If you know you want to carry the pikin, put her for lap like this. Make her leg dey like this. You don't need to carry the pikin on top of your jingolo here. He say, auntie, why now? I say, nothing why. It is wrong. Put the pikin for your laps, not your must you put them in between your manhood. Now I tell the mother, because I believe that I am senior to the mother. Now I tell the mother, I say, don't ever, even your husband, don't ever allow him to carry your child on top of his the jingolo. Laps there. That is why God gave us lap. If you know you are sitting down, you carry the baby's bonbon, no matter how far the baby is. In bonbon will enter your lap. Not be saying you go put them in between. Now at the end of the day, you go to do the picking with the person not know. Your choir master will come to your house. You go come eat your egusi soup finish with pounded yam. They disgwangwa your picking, you no go know. Your housemaid go dey your house, they disgwangwa your pikin, you no go know all in the name of bathing, but they use am dey do teaching practice, they draw in cassava. You will not know. When you don't associate with your children, all these are what you get. When you don't talk with your children, asking them questions doesn't mean you are corrupting them. Don't allow auntie to touch you so place. Don't allow brother to touch you so place. Educate them on time, so that the day when brother they touch you so place, auntie they touch, they can speak up before it's too late. I watched somebody shared, before I became a YouTuber, somebody shared a video to me some time ago. White baby, white man. I don't know that some of you have seen that. In short, I not feel watch the video, I delete her because I not get mind. I forwarded the video because if I've told people sending me videos on WhatsApp that before you send, because of graphic, there are some kind of things I don't have mind. All right. So there are some kind of things. That's why I don't treat some kind of topics here, because I don't have mind. All this bloody whatever. I know they like to treat them. So before you send me videos on WhatsApp, tell me what it's all about. So somebody sent me a video and then did not tell me what it's all about. So when I get like that, I will just forward to my younger sister. So I forwarded the video to my younger sister to tell me the story behind that video. So she now told me the story behind the video, that a white man was, in short, I will not even use the word making love, because that is not making love. A small boy that is not even up to 1 year, the boy is still crawling, a white fine baby like this. Then the young white man should be like in his 30s, was inserting his manhood into the baby's bum. The baby was crying. The baby was crying. You know what I did? When my sister came to visit me, I now told her to stay like a bit from me. Then she should play the video. Let me just hear. I cannot watch it, but let me just hear the sound. This baby was crying. You know the way you are circumcising babies. The baby was crying. At the end of the day, the baby could not cry again. The cry don't cease for the baby mouth. The baby could not cry again. By then, the guy is done. He now clean up himself. The baby now managed to crawl from the bed. Oh my good God, oh, I want to die. I said, Jesus Christ. When my sister told me this story, I said, what? He said, yes. You know what I did? I started forwarding the videos to women in our church then. And that's how they forward the video. They, at the end of the day, tell me who that boy is. That boy is the woman's husband, the brother to the woman's husband that is living with them, white family. If not because of CCTV, this is what we are talking about. Small pikin, the pikin not reach, that pikin never reach 1 year, because the baby could not even stand up. By the time the guy is done, and it's not the first time he's doing it to the baby. Because I was asking my sister, how is the penetration and all that? It wasn't the first time. So don't they use this pikin for under the same roof? When you follow your brother, they stay. They have gone to work. Small baby, look after, or maybe probably their housemaid is in the kitchen or something, doing something. I don't know that they even have one. In the bedroom, you were not disgwangwaring the baby through anus. Oh, momo, that pikin no go fit talk. That pikin never reach 1 year. There's nothing he can tell the parents. Not be now what beside I don't become YouTuber. I don't delete the video. I'm talking about something about how many years ago. Oh, momo, very fine small boy. I told my sister, check where. My sister said it's a boy that is seeing the tontos. He removed the pikin diaper before he started. Remove the pikin diaper. Now use I don't know what he used with wipes to clean the baby's anus. Then he now started. As he was entering, the baby was crying, as if he's doing it with like a normal man to man or normal man to woman as God made it to be. Then when he finished, he cleaned himself. The baby now managed to crawl, could not sit, and he was sitting with one corner like this. Hey God, I said, I don't die. Oh, this is not person picking. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know that video will be on the internet, because no title, just like normal short video. So they released the video. That is to say, but I heard that they arrested the guy because the video is online. Small on we see the suck breast on the father's brother. So tell me, even though that baby is still a baby, it's not like up to like 4 years we don't they get sense, let alone 4 years speaking, we go on the talk, we on the points. Then you will not allow your child to sit on a man's lap and not they try him, even though that child is not my child. I see him, I will say, I'm sorry, please. Don't be offended. What you are doing is wrong. Put that baby down. Let the baby sit on your laps. I do it a lot because I see am well for Nigerian community. I do it a lot. It not concern me. I don't know the mother, I don't know the father, but I don't do my own comot as Bible talk. Then it's left for the mother. Like that lady, I said, don't ever allow any man, whether it's a boy child or a girl child, to carry your baby in between their legs. Is very, very wrong. The devil tempts people in different ways. All right. Sometimes it's not even devil's temptation. Sometimes we have purifiers among us. They are purifiers, but when they are caught, they go tell me na devil. Not be devil. Devil they in house. Devil has nothing to do. You're just naturally a purifier. You enjoy sex with children. All right. You derive sleeping with children. That is what you love doing. Yes, God will take control of our children, but it is left for us as well as parents. Because God cannot come from heaven and do all this. It's left for you as parents to know how to bring up your children, talk to your children, be friends with your children. Do you know that there are some fathers that disgwangwa their children? How many do we have in Nigeria society that brought their bold voices, brought their bold faces to say that they cannot take it anymore? On internet, this is what my father did to me. This is what my mother did to me. Videos everywhere. They don't care because they're already depressed. Their parents have ruined their life. Do you know how many of them that are under rehabilitation? Somebody you grew up to know as a father, then go they disgwangwa you, they sleep with you by the time your mother have gone to work. I think the other day I watched one at this human rights justice on YouTube. I like following their whatever. 15 years old girl, boarding school too. That anytime she comes from boarding school, 15 years, anytime she comes from the boarding school, her father, this one, human rights activist on YouTube, a big channel, okay, that help people concerning human rights. That anytime she comes from the school, the father have wife, the father divorced her own mother, married another woman with children, okay? Then anytime she comes from school, you know, as a brother, that is what is embedded in them. She must read. In the middle of the night, that is how they read at school. So it's now in her. When it is time, she wakes up and go to the dining table to read because she doesn't want to disturb her siblings with the lights. The father will now tiptoe from upstairs when he did with him lovely way they with bed. You know, reach and do. Go come, they touch him. They say that is his own father. They get, oh my good God. When I watched that video, I was like, things they happen. Oh, you know, when people don't speak up, you might not know what is happening. Your own father. Okay, did you tell your mother she could not have access to the mother? The father refused the mother visiting her. The father refused the mother communicating with her and all that. So how did you get to this justice? She told her best friend in school. As the best friend is a good friend to me, that is how we say a good friend. That her best friend now told her own mother. When the best friend now told her own mother that this is what my friend told me, and the mother knows the friend because anytime she visits them, they visit her daughter in school, she always come to greet her. That was how the woman had reported the case to justice, this justice whatever on YouTube now. Not be small thing. I watched that program from A to Z. They called the father on that program. And the father was saying, me? The girl said, you used to finger me. Yes, daddy, it is you. They arrested the man on that show. They arrested the man on that show. Big man for Nigeria. Drive come like this. He never expected what he bargained for. The girl even went as far as saying that sometimes if he demands certain things for the father, like sport wears and menstruation pad in school and all that, the father will say, you will have to sleep with me first. And I put you in big expensive school in Abuja, and they live in Lagos. Now she take from Abuja, they fly come Lagos. Then if she demands some kind of personal things, the father will say, I will give you all these things, but on this ground, your own father. The girl took the bold step because of the help. So this God we are talking about, there is God, oh, but God will not come from heaven to come and help us. So it's God will use man to help you and I, our guardian angels, to guide us. So if not that this girl open up, which I know that is not even every girl that will do that, because tomorrow now, her friend might use it to insult her that go, you or your father, they disguangua. But as a girl, she could not contain it. She never even told her friend, I'm going to tell my father. She just, I'm going to tell my mother. She just went home and during holiday and told her mother that, mommy, you remember so person? The mother said, yes. He said, this is what she told me her father is always doing to her. I'm even scared of her now that we are on holiday. Because she said anytime she goes on holiday like this, she will be so depressed. She's scared. She's scared. By the time the father picks her from the airport, the father had started talking about love in the car till they will drive to the house. I hope no man is touching you. I hope no man is touching you in school. I hope no teacher is touching you. I hope no boy is coming to touch you. I don't, and as then he will be trying to touch her boobs and all that. There was a day he now. So when she told this her friend said, okay, if your father does this again to you, hit him hard, hit him with anything you can. Let the wife hear. Then when the wife comes out, opportunity for you to talk. So she took that bold step according to her. So when the father tried that very day again to come and as usual want to touch her boobs, she now hits the father so hard like this. You know when they do bad thing, you know go fit talk. The father could not even shout because the wife is in the bedroom. So the wife will not come down and say, oh, honey, what is the matter? Then he will not lie that he came to take glass of water, whereas he is coming to touch. They ask the girl, so in short, I don't feel like that human rights people, they are so funny. They were asking the girl, how's your father's cassava? Is it big size, medium size, or average size? That one I pissed me off. I said, God, what kind of question is this? The girl is telling you that this is what the father is doing to her. Are you people police to interrogate? You people are not asking her the size of the father, the father's cassava, is it big, medium, or whatever. So when they take the father for checkup now, make her not laugh. Things like this, they vex me. What about our teachers that come to teach our children in school, in the house? Yes, we have to shine our eyes for hearts. What about our home teacher? We do it a lot in Nigeria. Home teacher. After school, you employ home teacher to come and teach you. The teacher will be using your children as teaching practice to learn how to kiss. Because you, the parents, you are not there. Probably your mother is in the kitchen. Most of the time, safe, they have even gone for their businesses and their work. So when teacher come like this, the teacher now will just like, okay, oh yeah, they start calling Amina, oh yeah, where is Jumbu? Teaching time, say one-on-one tutor. All those nonsense should stop. It should stop. If you know you are employing a private teacher at home for your children, make the private teacher they teach for now back only for outside. Wey be say if your neighbors dey pass, then they see am. Don't give all those kind of privacy. Pikin wey wan spoil go spoil. So you employing a private teacher, the teacher will sit in your private parlour and be teaching you and the child, you alone and the child one-on-one. It's crazy. Very crazy. So allow your children to be taught outside where eyes dey see them, because things dey happen this time around. All these things that are happening in boarding school. For heart, I asked a question before you came in. Are you in support of boarding school? Do you like boarding school? Yes or no? And what are your reasons? Then children that are parenting their parents at early age, what do you think about that as well? When children parent their parents. Children take care of their parents' financial and material needs at early age, doing odd jobs, using their body to look for money, defrauding people like as Hush Puppy did. What do you think about that? And do you think that the kind of system we operate in Nigeria, Africa at large, whereby the laws does not favor the poor, are the laws made for the poor alone? Because these boys now that prohibited Sylvester and this video that is everywhere now, that at the end of the day he died, allegedly, they said, do you think now that up till now, the boys now, even though news broke yesterday that 3 of them work with their parents by themselves, arrest themselves by themselves, because they said there's no place for no place to hide though. No place to hide. So definitely they must have contacted their lawyers, and their lawyer said that okay. Their lawyer said that okay, you have to report yourself to the police, because if the police come for you, it go red where it go be. Because you people will not tell me that when you enroll your children in school, you did not do documentation like home address. You now see the kind of system we operate in Nigeria, because now rich people children. If now poor person like me, now therefore don't find me, trace me. Therefore don't find me, locate me. Come so you can't talk with you not talk, and the one way you not do. You will not tell me that when they enroll those children in school, the children, the parents' information were not given, their house address were not there. But we did not hear that Nigeria police went to any of these big men's house to arrest the children or call them for questioning. We did not hear that too. But had it been that Mama Akara Pikin do this kind of thing now, when e dey for Ajegule, all these Diob account children will be saying in the morning they go drink palm kernel with what is it called? Palm kernel with garri to school. Una go just see police, in short, the vehicle of wey dem go carry, the entourage dem wey go carry, including DPO, all of them na im go do that mass arrest. But they know where these people are staying. They just, even though that the Lagos state government, they just say they just steal the school for now, evacuate everybody. Oh yeah, immediate effect, go back to your parents' house. All right. So our law now is the law for the poor. The other day we heard of that house of whatever, that lady, that Yoruba lady that used Nigeria palliative to do asebi for her birthday. Up till today, we did not hear anything. Now, so that matter take go. Although I did that short video that time, all those Nigeria Indomie not for sale and all that. That lady rebranded it, finish, put her face, see that she use her money buy them as souvenir. Make people come for her birthday. She started giving it as souvenir. Up till today, when Nigeria youth, I think she was the one that even blasted Nigeria youth. That called Nigeria youth one kind of names like that. Is that the system we operate? Just for the rich. The rich also cry with money. Their money, now they go, their money they follow them, they cry because they go put out for envelope. Their money talk for them. But the poor, you are on your own or your state, because they will embarrass you, disgwangwa you, panebit you. In short, the ones that you have not done before, that you have conceived inside of you that you wanted to do, you will start to talk during the interrogation. The parent now that jet out her child or be their child overnight over the killing of this boy now. Overnight. Not be person picking. Not be person picking. Does it mean that he have that visa before? Abi, how did they do the visa? Anyways, what am I even asking? When the school fees alone is how many million naira a term? So you that can cough out millions of naira in a term, over a million of naira in 4 months make a term in Nigeria. You don't chop belleful now. Yes. You don't chop Sylvester's father. 3 of his children are in that school. 3 of them. They say one finished from that school. That is so they are 4. They are 4. So definitely senior school fees is higher than junior school fees. Sylvester is in junior school. So his school fees in a term is over 1 million naira. Then the one that are in senior school, their own now is close to 3 million naira. In a term, we are not even talking of books, we are not talking of prospectus, we are not talking of provisions, toiletries and all that. Wetin dem go just give the school alone sef school fees. Na your pikin cry come out say papa I don want to go to school. Your wife no fit cry come out for dis thing say please I want to withdraw my pikin from dat school, I no do again, make una do check and balance, I give my money back. No be by force. See Don Davis mama that is paying half 1 million naira, she cry come out say dey finish her son's born. Her son is not a gay. She doesn't want her son to be a gay. You know, do this one, not do that one. But now you people want to put that gayism in that boy in a religious school for that matter. Cry every day. Which day again? Yeah, I watch her video. That they don't want to talk on this matter, and she will not rest on this matter. That they spent money, let alone you that is paying millions of naira for your child. Negligence. I will do a video on parents' negligence. Parents are so negligent in so many ways. Many things we leave for house help. I am not a fan of boarding school because I would like to be seeing my kids every day. And I have heard a lot of unkind things that happen there. Okay. All right, guys. So, money. Then we will leave our children for house help. In the mercies of house help will be doing teaching practice on the child. How many have he talk? What about one that I saw? My husband said it was the one that watched that video and he told me the story. But ever since he watched that video, anytime he remember that boy, he weep, he dey pain am. Small boy, that boy will be around 5 years, went to swim. I don't know that some of you have seen that video in a swimming pool. All these mobile swimming pool, all these are Jebota children. Mobile swimming pool that they put and this what is it called now? This whatever guide around his waist. They put the boy in the video. When they put him in the swimming pool, he was playing. Then the I've forgotten this. What is it called? This thing that you put around the waist, safeguard. I bet they call them. It's not the life jacket. This one that looks like a balloon they put around the waist. So that was where they put the little boy inside. He was swimming and he's still learning how to swim in that video. All this thing, this one too now, before I become YouTuber, I would have talk about it. He was learning how to swim in that video and the safeguard now went off him. This small boy was struggling. Nobody was there. This small boy was struggling. Before you know, he started drowning. That's so that boy did drown. Just about small boy. That's why it take go like that. Hello, Locan. It is sad about young children working hard. It's really sad. Children have to be children. Yes, it put the kids in danger while selling on the street, for example, or being mistreated by people. You're even talking about maltreatment. What about molestation by people? What about molestation? What about ritualist here and there? Parents don't think about all these things at all. Their own is to bring money. And this thing, they vex me because these children, they are with Baba God in heaven on their own. We now decide that, but this crash us. Say let's jollification today, either by through normal consent or through rape. Pikin come. Then you now put the child now to be parenting you as a parent. Yes. Do you know how many have been? Do you know how many? Was it not yesterday I watched about Otokoto Hotel in Imo State? That was the first time I've been hearing about this Otokoto Hotel, but I've not. YouTube just recommend the person's video to me. I said, let me just go through it. Otokoto Hotel, how it was exposed through one small boy that went to trade for the parents, I mean the guardian. That was how the particular man saw the boy. Say he want to buy orange. I been waiting. They say he want to buy. When they watch that video, say for the tears as if say it just happened now. Something that have happened for donkey years. The boy now just lawyer the boy that the boy should follow him to the hotel. The boy went to the hotel, saw the hotel, how glamorous the hotel is. Just imagine small boy about how many years, whether they say that 7 years, he was just admiring the vicinity and all that. Then this brother now brought drinks and gave to the boy to drink. The boy drank, and that was it. That was how the boy just dozed off. How it was exposed now they tell una. So that Otokoto Hotel in Imo State. The boy dozed off. Before you know, the guy beheaded the boy, harvest the part he wants to harvest. He was taking it to his customer. He took a bike. So as he was on that bike, now as God we want to punish him, the blood started dripping from the bike. The Okada man noticed it, but he did not talk. He just kept quiet. That was how the blood drip to where he dropped the guy, and Okada man went to go and report. They brought police. That was how they arrested him. Others na history. They destroy hotel. They have to confess who he has been harvesting human parts for. Small boy, now that boy, now make, yeah, and they've been doing it. By the time they went to the hotel to dig, they start exhuming corpse. People they don't kill for that hotel. People they can't drink, they can't galavant. They carry chicken toast, they go not knowing that that is what is happening there. Now be the downfall of Otokoto Hotel. I watched the video yesterday where YouTube recommend to me. Trading. Does it still stop? It doesn't still stop. Even that particular week that everybody heard, everywhere went haywire, they were destroying the Otokoto Hotel and all that. People still send their children to go and sell bread and butter on the street and pure water. That is the society we find ourselves. In as much as Africa is poor, but I believe that government can put certain things in place. Government can put certain things in place. Child labor, all this child hawking should stop. Even though you want to help your parents to sell, it should be in the shop. Had it been I'm a politician, which I never love, I never like politics. I for they very hardened, I for they brutal. I'm telling you guys. Because now what thing we need, human being, we need strong hands. All these children trading here and there that will not go to school. Put a stop. The one you see that goes to, not be the children you go the arrest. When you by the time you hold the children, take the children, they will take you to their parents or guardian. Then you go they hold. Now then you go they hold. But government with their siren, they are seeing small children 8 years, 10 years trading pure water, trading card, MTN. They don't do anything on the traffic. Ritualists too go come with jeep, go wind down. Yes, how much is that all those groundnut you are carrying on the train? How much does it cost? I want to buy off from you. Poor children, what would they do? At the end of the day, they will allow you, they will follow you enter motor. Then you will go and do what you want to do. This problem is in just Africa. I think so, cost rep as well. I think so. I think so. So guys, that is that. Let me start going. Thank you for coming in. Thank you guys. I do really appreciate. Over 2 hours. I didn't plan this video this long. I need to go now. Thanks for coming in. I will see you some other time. My next topic, by God's grace. All right, I've already posted it on the community. Before the week runs out, I will still talk about that. Thanks for coming, guys. Good night.